Hello everyone, my name is Quags. We're having a wicked good day because today I am here to tell you guys some awesome news. So like you guys know, all quarter I've been working on a huge project that's been taking at least 10 weeks because I think that's our quarter length. It's about 2.5 months, I think. But either way, we were working on a game. It was me and 3 other people, like you guys know, and that's kind of why I didn't get any videos out to you guys for those past 5 days. Now, I didn't get like any sleep at all. I think in total of 5 days, I got 3-4 hours sleep. I got barely any because we had to get this game completely finished. Now, there are little things wrong with this, like there's some things that need texturing. There's some things that need lighting rebuilds. There's what do you call it? The puzzles aren't fully meshed out. Cutscenes didn't all make it in. But either way, we got a playable game going, and next quarter I'm going to be doing post-production, which is where we take that game, the game I'm about to show you guys, take that game and make it 10 times better, so we make the game even more polished than it is now. So that's the whole point of having these two classes one after another, so we can get things going again. But I wanted to really show you guys this game because it really means a lot to me, and I put a lot of work into this, and I know my group, my partners did as well. All of us really tried really hard on this game. It could have came out better if we had more, it could have came out better if we all kind of pushed it harder and kind of worked a lot more. But either way, it came out to be an awesome game. A lot of the story's in there, not all of it, but you know, most of it's there so we can get the game going. But either way, I really want to show you guys this. But first, I want to show you guys how much work we really put into this. So we had to create a executable for the game. So like kind of like an app, if you guys didn't know. You double click on it, it just opens. We also had to create a PowerPoint, a postmortem, and then a gameplay video. Now the gameplay video I don't have with me. I think it's with another one of group mates. The presentation I have, which is why I want to show you guys, because on there it shows exactly what all of us did. And it's really important that you guys know that because it shows how much effort we threw into this. The executable I have, and also I have the game itself. But either way, I really want to show you guys these slides. So without further ado, let's start with the first person. So the first person I really want to talk about in our group was named Zach. Now Zach is a really important player in this game because he is literally the product owner and tech lead. So what this means is product owner is he went up to the teacher every class and we had a sprint sheet where it had all of our tasks and our hours and how fast we were getting our tasks done, and he would sit there and listen to everything the teacher said and then tell us, and we'd implement it all. So he took the brunt force of a lot of stuff, but he's also the tech lead, and being the tech lead means he does every tech thing that there is in the game, because with 4 people there just wasn't enough tech people to do the amount of work. And Zach knows a lot about tech, and he's also an art student, like he knows how to model and stuff, so he took on the task of doing all the tech. And what that means is all the level scripting. So that means attaching all the levels to each other and making the game work, like attaching what do you call it, so sequences would work, so you could build the puzzles, which you can see the AI behavior tree, which is one of the pictures, but you can't see it too well because they're actually small and you'd have to explain it better. But essentially what it is the AI, he made it go so it'll follow you where it's in line of sight with you, come attack you, and once it hits you, it kills you. So there's a bunch of things that he wired there, and he didn't know most of this stuff, but he learned it and figured it out. So props to him. He literally tackled this monster of a game. He did all the blueprint scripting. He developed and implemented the save game state. So he created literally a save game state where if you wanted to quit the game, join back, it still saves your progress, which is a lot harder than it looks. He assisted in environment assets, like texturing them, which was 15% of it. It was a lot to do for texturing and modeling, but he took on the task of helping me as well texture, which was really great. About 15% of them. He implemented the sound and music into the game, so he wired things. So if you entered this room, this would happen. If you open that door, it would have this sound. So that was pretty cool. He implemented the widgets and the control schemes, so how you play, what buttons you push, what they do, and he attached all the widgets that I created. He made he attached the main menu to play at certain times, the pause menu to work, so a bunch of things. He implemented the animation trees, so all the animations you see in the character and the bugbear, he did that. Didn't make the animations, he just placed them in. And all the puzzles and level progressions. So he didn't create the puzzles, what he did was he made them work in the game. So he did technically create the puzzles, but like you could place them on the fridge and make it spell out a thing, and once those are done, then it loads the next level. You'll see he did a lot of like all the tech work, all the things that are wiring and connecting things, he did it all. Literally 100% tech was him, and it was absolutely amazing. I have to give him the biggest props of all because he literally carried this team through tech. If we didn't have him, we'd have no game. Literally zero game at all. So the next person that was in our group is Alan. Alan was kind of the effects lead. So he would do all the particles and material things that would look special effects, VFX things. So essentially he did 60% of the particle effects. There were about 5 of them. He did 3 of them. I did 2 of them, just a matter of timing. He collected and cut the sound effects. So he found all the sounds online, cut them all to accurate size, and then Zach would place them in the game where they belonged. He implemented some of the sounds, so he did place like things like a creaking door, things for the fridge making a sound, but he did some of those. He did base model 5 assets, so things that would go and belong on the kitchen table, I think it is. So like a fork and spoon and things like that. So little assets that were placed around the world. And he edited the voiceover dialogue. So I created a rough, and then he edited that, and then got to the voicemail that you guys are going to hear. It's the voicemail messages. He got 2 people to create that actual voice line that we could use later and implement into the game, which you guys will see as well. The third person that was in our group is Steffi. Now, Steffi did a huge task of creating the characters. Now, like you guys see in the pictures, we have the bugbear and we have the teddy bear patches. Now, she created the concept art for both of these characters, and she created concept art for the environment that really looks quite stellar. She modeled and textured both of these characters. Now it is the same model patches to the bugbear, but she did add claws, teeth, redesigned its face, made the materials, created the heart that's inside it. She made a ton of stuff that belong on each character, and it literally took forever because there's so much detail in these 2 characters. She also helped to model assets for the kitchen, laundry room, living room, and child's bedroom. So they were smaller assets. They weren't too large, but she did help create some of that, so I didn't have to take on the toll of doing it all myself. She did about 10% of them. She also helped texture 15% of the models, which is really great as well. She created child drawings like by hand. She did all these little cute little child drawings that were absolutely gorgeous, but they help push the story very, very well. Now they are in the game, but that's one of the things that aren't super implemented just yet because we ran out of time of making things happen. She also created images for the teddy bear interface, which you guys will see. You'll see the logo, you'll see play, resume, quit, you'll see all that stuff, but the logo she redesigned, and that's her handwriting and her actual logo she made, and also the main menu screen is hers as well. She created an art bible and asset creation pipeline. So the pipeline was helpful for us because it would teach us where to put our files and how to name them and all this stuff. And the art bible gave us an art direction on how we're going to see this game before we even create the game. Now the last one's me. Now I feel very proud of how much work I've done. Like I didn't know like what I was doing until I saw this list, because we had to create this so the teacher knew what we were doing and what we all did the whole quarter. So I created about 90% of the environment models. So things that you're going to see in this world, I pretty much did them all except the 10% that Steffi really helped me on. I textured 65% because literally texturing all of these were hell. So if I didn't get help from Zach or Steffi, half this world would be blank just because I literally couldn't do it all myself. So props to them for saving my butt on that. But I also set dressed the entire world. I created the widgets and the majority of the UI art assets. So what that means is the main menu and stuff, the play, resume, and quit, I created. Steffi did the title and stuff, so she helped me with that as well. I created about 7 cutscenes, I think it is, 7 or 6. They were not implemented, not all of them. You'll see one of them work. Actually, no, you'll see 2 of them work. No. I'm sorry, you will see 3 of them work. You'll see the kitchen to living room, the bedroom, and then the end cutscene. So most of those work. The other ones didn't really get in there because it's a new program. It's called Sequencer inside of Unreal. I don't know how to use it that well yet because it's brand new, but we couldn't get them implemented into the game just for time issues. I also created all the lighting. I designed the house layout. I designed all the puzzle placements as well, so I came up with the puzzle ideas. Roughly, like I thought of the magnets. They're going to tell a story and they're going to make the puzzle. I thought of where it's going to be placed, where each magnet's going to be placed, like all the little minor stuff. That was me, since I am lead designer. I also wrote the rough voiceovers, which Alan then edited after to make sure that they sounded just right. I created the GDD and the LDD. Now, the GDD is a game design document, which is everything anyone ever needs to know about the game inside one big document, which was a total, I think, of 46 pages long, which was like the way in the beginning we had to create so the teacher knew exactly what the game would look like or what we were envisioning for it. The LDD is a level design document, so it's like all the house layouts, where the puzzles are going to go, what's going to be said, things like that that are going to be done, so people can understand what's going to be happening. Like I said before, I also created 40% of the particles, so like the thing on the trash can that you can see in the little image here, I created, and I also created a particle that follows the butterfly that you're not going to see because it didn't seem to attach right, but anyways, it's a bug we got to fix later. And I also animated and rigged the butterfly. So as you can see, we all took a bunch of work and crammed it into this literal class that we had to do with 4 people. It was literally intense. Hopefully you guys can see that 5 days I didn't show a video because I was too busy doing this. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the game. Now, do not judge it too harshly. It is going to be fixed. There's a lot that's going to be fixed because we just didn't have enough time with 4 people to get this entire game perfectly the way we wanted it to. Everything is there. We just have to make things polished and work better. Alright guys, so this is the game. This is the beginning main menu screen. This is where I was telling you Steffi created the title and she created the background image, which looks pretty damn accurate to a little girl's drawing. I absolutely love it. I know it's very childish, but the game is childish itself, judging that it's a bear trying to get to its owner, I guess. But as you can see, if you scroll over, little buttons work and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop into this as quick as we can just so I can start showing you guys.
Wake up. I need your help.
Alright guys, so this is the beginning of the game. Now, it's not as decorative and colorful as I want it to be. Things have to be fixed, but you essentially start on a washer and dryer. There's little images around like this. This is what I was saying, how you can see the pictures. They tell a little story, so as you can see, the first one is the grandmother and the girl just hanging out, the little girl's drawing. So you can walk over and collect it. Now, essentially what that's supposed to do is pop up on the screen in front of you, but that's not implemented just yet. But anyways, I'm not going to tell you the little details, but still, we are going to play this game. So you can either jump along this and go to the counter that way, but I tend to like going to the floor where you can start running around. But like I said, what you see in this world is essentially a lot of my models, 90% of my models, and 65% of my texturing. So like the broom and stuff I created most of the kitchen, but either way, I'm going to show you the game. This is the first room, known as the kitchen. So as soon as we walk through here, you're going to hear a message.
You have 2 messages. Tuesday, 5:38 p.m.
Hello, this is Mrs. Madison. I'm calling to inform you of some concerns we have regarding Tallulah. She's having trouble paying attention in class, and it's starting to negatively impact her schoolwork. I think we can all agree that something needs to be done. I want to have a parent-teacher meeting sometime this weekend so we can talk more about this. Thank you, and have a good day.
Wednesday, 3:14 p.m.
Hi, this is Dr. Hoffman. I got your message about Tallulah's recent behaviors. Considering recent circumstances, it makes sense that it will be affecting her this way, and normally it just takes time. But there are some things that you can try that should help in the short term. For example, try leaving positive or encouraging messages in places Tallulah will see them. Give me a call sometime soon and we can talk more about it. Thanks.
End of messages.
So that's the message. So essentially what, if you guys listened and actually understood, it was the daughter is having a big problem. The little girl, Tallulah, is having a big issue. And what your job is to make her feel better, which is what you heard from the doctor himself. Now, he tells you to go put some messages around the room. Now, if you see, there are these glowing objects in the kitchen. These glowing objects seem to look like letters. Now, judging that you know what these look like, they look like little letter magnets. So you pick it up and you start carrying it around the room through this little kitchen area that I created, and you'll come over here where you see this particle and you'll be like, oh, that's weird, because you can see there's letters over there on the fridge. So you're gonna hop onto this and then you jump and it boosts you right over, and then you come over here and if you see it's the letter O, it snaps into the O right there. So then you realize, okay, so it looks like I need a few more letters. Judging that there are more glowing objects, that is what you need to do, is go grab the rest of them. So that is the bugbear, by the way. as he sees you, he will chase you. And what it is if you run in a circle around him, he will kill you because he follows your last point. He follows a straight line while you do not. So be very careful. He will kill you. But anyways, oh my god, I almost just like really screwed up. Let's go up this way. The character's jump needs to change a bit because he does jump a little too high. If you didn't notice, like you can jump from this one and get right onto the counter. So that's an issue we have to fix, but that's another thing in the like later we just don't need to worry about right now. This is the letter Y, so let's grab this one. And let's place it here, and it snaps right to the top. Oh my gosh. So it says stay, and obviously if you guys can figure it out, but let's not spoil it for anyone. Let's go over here where we see these other two. So I created the chairs and everything as well. Cardboard box over here. It's a little dark, but the whole area is supposed to be a nighttime scene, which was a big issue for us because I wanted this game to be scary and spooky. But what it ended up being was our teacher telling us to make the environment brighter, so it kind of looks like the whole house has the lights on, which seems to be what the game's going to end up being. Is it's going to be the house with its lights on. And I really wanted to avoid that, which you guys are going to see in the living room once I get there. But it's probably going to end up being that way. So when we get to post, I'm going to have to change the lighting so everything is really bright. So let's open this. Woo! It actually played the sound. Okay, grab the T. Get out of here. Get out of here. He's after me. No, please. Please don't get me. All right, let's go up here. Yep. There we go. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum. Alright, so it looks like we have one more letter left, which you guys can see. It says, stay strong, I love you. So, it looks like we're going to have to go get that last letter, which is right here. So, let's go over here. Let's hop onto this box. Hop over here, onto the chair, onto the table. The table is not dressed because clearly they're not eating dinner yet. So, let's grab this letter, and let's get our booty on the way to this cabinet fridge thing. So, let's go over here. Obviously these are going to change a bit, so my teacher liked that it's platforming and the shelves make it seem like it's still a house, which was kind of like the whole point. You don't want it to make it look like it's odd. So we're going to snap this into place. Boom. And this is a cutscene. This is the one of 3 cutscenes that I actually got to play. Now the barrier that you guys saw there before is now gone, right? Which is cool. Now it was supposed to disappear when the butterfly went through it, which we have it all set up. It's just not yet. But either way, things are going to be changed, and yeah. So now if we go into here, we got to be careful because the bugbears are right here looking at me. But if you haven't noticed, the particle effect that was in here and the bugbear is now gone, which is super awesome, because now you can come back through here in an environment, like run around and look at things. But we need to get through here, so let's leave those 2 alone. Let's go on this side. And as you guys can see, now the objects in here are glowing.
That fight, they always mess up the house. Now you have to clean it.
And there's the voiceover. So now what it said is, they always make a mess, now you have to clean it. Now this is a little odd for us because this room was very difficult to do. I think there has to be more clutter around the area, but these objects are pretty much, you collect them and bring them back to where they belong. So I have this one picked up, and as you can see, this bugbear is probably gonna kill me. Oh lordy. See how it glows like this? Once you drop it, it snaps into place. So if we come over here and we grab, oh my goodness, I kicked it halfway across the room. So that's a bug we gotta fix. But, yeah, let me go grab one of these over here and show you guys. Alright, so see how I have this object? I don't know if you can see it as good as before, but if you look way over there in the corner, you can see that there's an outline of this light blue color. Now, I'm probably going to change the color later, but for right now, it's going to be like this, where you then have to walk over and place the character. There we go, right into its spot. You're going to hop up here, get on top of, oh, no, don't die. There we go. Collect this object, which seems to be the remote. And as you guys can see, there's another image here, so you just walk over and collect them. Those, like I said before, will pop up on the screen. It tells a lot of the story, but this is going to be a very story-heavy game. And there's one here as well. I'm going to place this here. Yeah, there we go. And there's 2 more objects that we got to do, and then we should be able to move on to the next rooms. We place this one here. And then we have one more object, which is a second remote that goes on top of the table here. Oh, there we go, we made it. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I thought it was cool to have the TV project this light. The TV's gonna have like more of a little staticky kind of blue, so it's like it's not just flat blue. I do not want to die, but if you do die, which I probably will show you guys actually, just because. Oh, get on. Yes, okay, there we go. All right, let's place this here. Boop. There we go. Now let me die real quick to show you guys something cool. Now this is what I was talking about, the save game state. Oh no, I forgot I just completed the puzzle, so the bugbears died. Oh no, and the particle didn't disappear. Okay, well the fog's supposed to be gone, ignore that. But anywho, so let me go up these stairs and show you guys exactly what happens when we die. Alright, so here we are at the top of the stairs. Now if I...
The table is too high for you to reach. You need to find a way up.
Alright, I actually forgot about that voiceover. So what I said is the table's too high to reach, we need to find a way up. Now a way of knowing where the table is up there near that lamp that is the table, where I want to have a butterfly doing its little dance thing there so you know where to go, but that was not implemented just yet. So let me die real quick and show you guys something cool. So like you saw, I just died. There was no death animation just yet because we haven't rigged it. But this is the death screen where it looks like the teddy bears have gotten you and the girl's upset because now the bear is gone. So as you can see, there's still a resume, restart, and quit. Now the resume will send you back to your checkpoint. Now this is the part Zach was really working on because this took a long time. So if we hit resume, we appear on the stairs, which is super cool. Because that save state literally has done wonders for us. It's not even funny. Alright, so our find a way up is actually through here. Now if you don't make it up this way, going around the house, obviously it's a little set up right now because we haven't really hashed out all the details, but yeah, okay, clearly didn't make that. But over here, if you go onto the cardboard box, hop up here, the door shall open. There we go. See it open? Ta-da! Alright, cool. So now we'll walk on through here. The particle here disappeared. We just didn't hook up the one downstairs for some reason. But here is where we kind of like drop the ball a bit. Now this is where we're supposed to have a boss where you're supposed to kind of evade him and stay away, collect the rest of these pictures, and yeah, you're supposed to kind of send him back home because if you haven't noticed, the closet is spewing out this darkness. So really the goal is to kind of just get rid of it. So you grab this little light here, which you then place over here, snaps it in there, which would then emit a light. There's little things like I told you guys that haven't been set up yet, but you come over here, you snap that in, hop over here, hop onto here, and then this would have a music play like so, which then sends you to the end credits. And then you're thanked. So this is essentially the game. I know there's a lot that needs to be fixed, and there's going to be a lot that's fixed during post. We just didn't have enough time with 4 people. Now, I love this game to death. I put so much time into making this whole world. Lighting needs to be fixed big time because I was way too busy caught up on modeling and texturing and placing the things where they belong and trying to get the mapping of like the whole world correct so you can do puzzles easily and a lot better. Either way, this game came out beautifully. I'm so happy as how far we got. With 4 people, I'm honestly dead serious shocked of how far we got with this. Trying to make a game that tells a really emotional story and trying to get people to be sucked into it is not easy at all. And I think we're starting to get there. There's a lot more story we gotta tell. A lot more story we gotta show, really pull those players in, but the puzzles are working, things are happening, and we are definitely on the way of doing this. So by the next time I do this, which would be January 5th is when school starts up again, I will be working with my group again and being able to finish this game to the point where I can send it out to you guys and you guys can try it. As of right now, it will not be playable just because there are bugs and I don't want things to be carried away and I don't want people to expose them that we already know are there. But I'd rather you guys be able to play a game that's fully done rather than not done. So either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the game. This is what's been taking up literally my life. And yeah, just so you guys know, a pre-head of time thing, like I said in the last video, I am leaving December 6th. so I won't be able to send a video. Actually, no, I will be able to do a video. There'll be a video each day so far. I don't have anything that's going to stop me. But I will be going home, so I won't have my computer. I'll be able to do Minecraft stuff, but I won't be able to do things like Overwatch and Paladins and games that PC games just can't do them. I can only do Mac. And I might be able to do PS4, judging that my older brother's bringing his. And he's bringing the VR, so I might be able to record through that, which would be super cool. But either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed this game. Please tell me what you think of it, any ideas about story, any things that could maybe push the divorce idea of this little girl having to suffer through this awful thing that has to happen. So if you guys have any ideas, tell me. Any things that you guys think, anything you like, tell me. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. See ya!